Well, this next story reminds us we never know when life is going to take a turn. And we're talking about former WDIV sportscaster Earl Wright. He owns one of the most famous voices in sports TV, but his office today is not a studio.
No, Earl was the sportscaster when I arrived here those many years ago. I needed no introduction to him at the time. His over-the-top delivery was very famous. But after Earl left Detroit, his life took a turn down a dark path. Today, he lives a life filled with gratitude, and I traveled to West Palm Beach, Florida, where his spotlight is now the sun over a golf course. Welcome to the Old Marsh Golf Club in West Palm Beach. Gorgeous layout, old school, you know, complete with caddies.
It's going to be about 92.
But that caddy there, he sounds familiar.
Yep, 92. Earl. There's only one person I've ever heard with the name of Earl. And he worked in sports. I'm like, that's me. That's my former life.
Yep, Earl Wright, the sports mouth that roared. He even made dog shows sound big.
And these dogs were simply on fire. They were not going to be denied that tennis ball. Look at him go.
The news beats Earl Wright.
And in 1993, the Earl Highlight Show came to Detroit.
The Wings win their second straight President's Trophy by scoring 3 power play goals and 3 shorthanded goals.
Oh, the Atlanta boy fell in love with the Red Wings. But after 3 years here, he left for Los Angeles and got a job at the brand new Fox Sports Net. Then a demotion started a deep downward spiral.
Me and my ego did not take that well. And bitterness became a big part of me. And then I discovered or found cocaine, and that was not a good thing. And I became addicted.
3 years later,
when I began to wake up in the morning and my first thought was, where can I get some more? Not a good thing.
his marriage fell apart, and he was crumbling too. That was when he entered a treatment center. He was supposed to stay for 30 days. He stayed for 60, and it changed his life.
Boom! I got you. You got it. Way to go. Nice putt.
As he puts it, he came to understand his ego was not his amigo. He didn't really need television. What he needed was happiness. Now, it may seem like a complete left turn to go from television and covering the world's biggest sports events to caddying here at the Old Marsh Golf Course. But Earl is actually part of a much larger movement that's taken hold all over the country. People seeking joy.
I think left edge is a good target.
Covering all that golf, he'd always been fascinated by caddies, so he just decided to become one. It put him outside in the sun. It's great exercise, especially carrying 2 bags every once in a while. He's having a blast, and he still gets to do the occasional play-by-play.
Showing the touch of a blacksmith, he hammers it by.
Whenever I find out that he's my guy, it's like I know it's going to be a good day.
I've been loving it ever since. It's a very simple life. I don't have many possessions. I don't have a lot of stuff, but I also don't have a lot of stress.
I'm just so happy to see you happy, and you seem very fulfilled.
Thank you. I feel that way. I'm certainly very happy, and continuing to stay in a world of gratitude and humility and just enjoying the present, you know?
If you've spent time around the game, you know that golf courses are about stories, and Earl is collecting plenty of those, like the one about the biggest tip he ever got.
So he gives me a wad of cash, $900, and I'm like, whoa, okay, thank you very much.
The generosity didn't stop there. He wanted Earl on his bag the next day, too, and it came with another big tip.
Gave me another $900. And then I'm driving away like, why didn't you just make it 1,000? All right.
Yeah, both times it was $45, $20 bills. Crazy. So Earl's at Old Marsh right now, but he's also caddied at Peachtree in Atlanta, Whistling Straits in Wisconsin, and he spent last fall at Pebble Beach, one of the most iconic courses in the world. He is loving it. I highly recommend you watch the full conversation with Earl Wright right now on Click on Detroit. WDIV.com.
I just love what he mentions about bitterness, obviously, how that can just eat you up, but then he
did.
found happiness.
Yeah, it was a long road to get there. For a while, though, he even went to work he believed so much in the treatment facility that he went to work for them for a while. I mean, he really has found and he's working on it all the time.
Yeah,
He
well,
told
it
me.
is work sometimes to find happiness.
Yep, exactly. Trying to find your center every single day. But it was so great to catch up with him. He's one of a kind, that's for sure.
Yeah, really good story. I remember him too.
Yeah.
It's such a
So many people. I heard from so many people. Couldn't wait. You caught up with
found
Van
him.
Earl Wright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Very cool.